So I
Yeah.
imagine you guys have a very similar origin story because Cheaza is a second generation musician, and Mariana is a third generation, and but
Yeah.
Mariana got it from both sides of her family, her
Yeah.
mom and dad. So you guys probably lived the same existence almost growing up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say so. Yeah, a little different, but I would say so. Yeah,
hmm
my mom was a singer, and I grew up just seeing all of that. Being around different bands, Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band,
Yeah,
Lakeside. I mean, just the list goes on and on. Um, and in the likes of Mary Jane Girls, Tina Marie, Rick James. My mom did his hair. And it's kind of the same for her because her father obviously is a singer in All
yeah.
for One, and
hmm
she's been around so many different people from Stevie Wonder on up, just
Yeah.
so many different people.
Yep.
Um,
I had similar background.
yeah,
My dad and my mom brought me around a bunch of different
yeah,
acts and entertainers
Yeah.
and wisdom when it comes to that world. And then I went off in my 20s and went into like the TV world and worked
Mhm.
on every live audience show you could probably think of. And
Yeah.
that
American Idol.
American Idol, Dancing with the Stars, American Ninja Warrior, that one was fun. So yeah, we've both been exposed to
Yeah.
a pretty great world.
So I
Yeah.
imagine having lived those lives as young people, like people,
Yeah.
like famous people, celebrity just doesn't probably impress you as much as most people would, right? Like, do you still get excited when you meet somebody kind of crazy famous?
Yeah, there are people.
There's someone.
There are people.
There's someone for
I
her.
would say that it's not exciting.
Yeah,
You definitely had someone when you said that. Yeah, I mean, definitely, because when I was a teen, it was Janet Jackson for me. Like,
sure.
you couldn't tell me anything. It was Janet Jackson and Shania Twain. Like, you couldn't tell me anything. That was just like
I
my.
feel like anybody
You know?
we meet, I have a lot of respect for what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may not be like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, kiss your feet type
Yeah, but
situation,
we have our. I'll go Google over this person if I seen them and they won't know it.
Right.
So,
I think that's the
Yeah.
worst thing, right?
Yeah.
Like letting them know it, right? Like, cause like,
yeah, I would try to keep my cool if I met Shania Twain and Dolly Parton.
yeah,
I mean, my one of my biggest was Whitney Houston.
yeah,
Sure.
I
Got a chance to meet her.
I couldn't.
Did
keep my
you?
cool
Well, that's
forever
what's up.
with Demi Lovato.
Yes. If she ever met Demi Lovato, what'd you say?
I said I couldn't keep my cool.
I think we all have that one, right? That we would just
Yeah,
lose our
we
minds,
do.
and I think we probably have more than one for each of us. But
Yeah.
you just mentioned something that really stuck out to me, Cheaza, and that's Janet Jackson, Shania Twain, and
Yes.
I think HuneyFire is the result of that.
blend.
I mean, that's who
Yeah.
you guys are.
I agree. That is wow.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Like, that's crazy you picked up on it because I never really thought about that, but it is. Like, I think of us in country music, and I say us because there's not very many that look like
There's
us
not.
before when
Yeah.
I was young. That's what detoured me. But now that you say that, that was my life. It was Shania, Leanne Rhymes, so many groups back then that I looked up to, along with Whitney Houston, Shaka Khan. So the genres were just eclectic for me.
Yeah, I
My
love
mom
that.
Yeah,
So-
she handed me everything.
You mentioned something, like there's not really anybody in the genre when you're growing up that looks like you. So
There wasn't really,
right.
no.
There's probably not a whole lot of I can do that, right? Because everybody's different
No.
than what you look like, but you're still being
Absolutely.
influenced by that. So how is that like permeating for you, getting to you, the Leanne Rhymes, the Shania Twain, that stuff?
You know what? I love music.
Sure.
I remember my mom used to look at me and she would say, listen, if you love singing it, sing it. And that's just how I was raised. I was raised on R&B, I was raised on soul, and I was raised on country and rock and roll.
Yeah.
So our music can deflect all of that at some point in our career.
Yeah.
I was singing country music when I was 12 years old. Needless to say, little to say here, a gentleman that I was singing with, I almost had a record deal at 13 in country music.
Wow.
This gentleman ended up passing away, and all of that kind of just fell underneath the rug. But back then it was a little scary to not see others that look like me in
Yeah.
country music. And it just there were a few things that were said back then
Sure. Oh yeah.
that were extremely harsh for a child, and it just made me go, I don't want to do this anymore.
And that's what I was going to say with that 13-year-old possible
Oh,
record
yeah.
deal. There's literally
Yes.
nobody in the genre at
No
any
one
age.
at the age. No,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
So
Not
that's
back
going to
then.
be
So
terrifying, right? As a kid.
it was terrifying, actually, when I began to experience what people were saying at 13.
Yeah.
And I just looked at my mom and I said, I don't want to do it anymore. But I'm happy that that was water under a bridge, and